چشتو میخوام ببندی ببر یا
چیکار کنیم الان؟
پشیمون
شدی؟
نه
اوکی
واقعا دارم
نفس عمیق خانم نفس عمیق آفرین چشتو میخوام ببندی آره آفرین نفس عمیق منو نگاه کن
نه ببینم بدتره
نه
دیگه آخه اینجوری بهم نگو نه میترسم
من
واقعا دارم میترسم
Bahrengi was my hero of childhood. I always read The Little Black Fish to my cousins and to my brothers. It inspires a lot because in the story there is a little fish and whatever mothers and its families tell him, he just was wondering about the outer world of the river, and he went out to the to open sea for really dangerous places and had a lot of adventures, and at least he proved really amazing thing for his society.
If you travel, you can everything you see is new, which means that you look like children look at the world, because you see everything for the first time and you notice all the little details and all the things that make something special. And if you stay at the same place, you get used to things and you don't see how beautiful things are. You really have to make an effort. And for me, traveling is a way to remind myself that when I look at things, I have to look at the beauty in all the small things. Mm-hmm. And also a way to know that everywhere you go, most of the people, they really have good intentions. Everywhere people find a way to make something interesting of life, and that you can learn from each other and from each other's way of looking at things.
Mm-hmm. And for me, it's like in medieval times in Europe, artists and writers and philosophers, they travel to learn. And for me, I feel like I'm a traveling student all the time. I'm a student of life. And for this, I need to move. If I stay on one place, I sort of I shrink. Like it says on my arm, it says life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. And for me, it's like traveling makes this expansion of life.
وفا و عهد نکو باشد در بیاموزی وگرنه هر که تو بینی ستمگری دارد. تموم نشده. 1000 نکته باریک در زمون اینجاست. 1000 نکته باریک در زمون اینجاست. هر که سر به تراز نه هر که سر.
Podróż jest stopniowym uwalnianiem duszy. It means that with every journey, with every travel, you are making your soul more free. It's like going to the freedom.
You let the soul to get out because of traveling.
Yes.
There you are.
Yes, we are on the sea.
We are on the
Titanic.
And now we are the Lion King.
I think Mark Twain described the best traveling. He said, traveling is little for prejudice, for bigotry, and for narrow-mindedness. So, traveling will learn you to think.
سلام دوست یاد بده بهش مثلا آره هیچی
Meeting a lot of new people, of course, and especially seeing different cultures. I didn't realize how much different it could be.
You have to
Use your thumb.
This one
Use your thumb.
In order to fix this one. This one,
Always thinking in a wider picture, what can you learn about life in general?
The moment you have expectations out of anything, you'll be disappointed. So please don't have any expectations out of this community as such. And whatever you want to do, just go ahead and do it. That's all.
با من بمون ای تو هم صدا با من بخون ای خورشید مهربون به ابر آسمون بگو به حال من بباره شاید خبری باز دوباره از یارم واسم بیاره خورشید مهربون به ابر آسمون بگو به حال من بباره شاید خبری باز دوباره از یارم واسم بیاره بباره توی شوق پرواز من توی شور آواز من توی نغمه ساز من توی تو آواز من ای زندگی تو بگو نغمه سازم بی تو شوری نداره این دل اسیرم از تو نگارم طاقت دوری نداره
So this is a Discraft Ultra Star Frisbee, 175 grams. This is the same.
This is the night version. You can use it in the night because it glows in the dark.
And we heard from Parinas that there's a gathering here in Tehran on Friday. So I asked my friend Gaia to bring these frisbees to Parinas because I couldn't order it before leaving. And so I'm very happy to find the right color for Parinas, a red one. And this she can use at night for, I don't know, parties or frisbee parties in the night.
And I'm like really happy that I had like a really good excuse to come to Iran because I had to come to bring the frisbee.
What did you think about Iran before you come here?
Bianca can answer that. I really had no problem with it.
Sincerely, when Anna introduced me the idea of having a 1 month trip to Iran, I have to say that I was, in the beginning, I was a little bit scared because of the media.
فصل همدلی فصل همدلی فصل همدلی.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Natural born artist. Thank you very much.
I've decided to visit Iran because it's really a long year wish to visit Iran, and I think it's really the great city, the great country. I wanted to try if all the media about Iran in the West is true, or are the stories about people who visit Iran true, and it's not mentioned.
My father went to Iran around 25 years ago and he had really great time, so it was actually my wish to come to Iran.
Before leaving, all of our families and friends, we met together, and they were telling us, please don't die this time, please don't die.
Don't get kidnapped.
Yeah.
Like they were saying very serious goodbyes as if we were leaving forever.
Yeah.
dying.
Usually when we leave, it's for, you know, like India or, you know, Southeast Asia or even Mongolia or, you know, other places.
We could have died in India 200 times, you know, more than in Iran.
In Iran.
But they're not scared about India.
You know, when we say Iran, everyone was scared. And we started actually believing them, you know, even though we were really confident at first. We thought, oh, maybe this is dangerous.
So you go to gas station first.
Is this Iranian customs?
Yes.
Something we don't know about?
No, he wants to give him some gas.
But I'm a blind guy. How can I give him some?
Not now, you are not the blind.
Okay,
No,
so I plug it here? What is
I was so surprised at a lot of things because Iran is not like you heard about in CNN or BBC stuff. Tehran proved it me really well.
It's a bit a strange place because of these two layers. You have like the public life and the private life. But that's the interesting part of Tehran.
On the surface, some things are forbidden or some things are difficult, but you can feel that in the people there is this different Iran that is living, and that is the Iran that they actually are thinking about or are dreaming of. And if you talk to the people, you can see the Iran that you cannot see on the surface.
Especially the women.
Especially the women.
This is my name. You can remove your scarf. Don't worry.
The first time I saw Iran is actually on the very famous travel magazine, and you talk about the Iranian people, the kindness, the friendly, yeah, that kind of attract me because I really like nice people.
We met very wonderful people, and we're very happy that we are here. And thank you.
You feel yourself are in home in Iran.
Which one you want? Which one? This one.
I thought wasn't like the Ta'aruf is really in everything. They say befame, befame, and then but in traffic it's like it's no befame. It's like go everyone for himself. Like.
When you have a lot of people, a lot of cars, the way to drive is crazy. The first time I was in a car, I was thinking it's a video game. Let's do it! We must be brave! We must be brave!
And it's fun. I'm seeing sun after riding in the cold weather in Europe, and it's really good to be on t-shirt and play in this weather badminton. This is Tehran. This is Tehran. Yeah, I'm in Tehran and it's snowing. I love it. Oh my God! They like Indian movies. They like Bollywood movies, and everybody asks me, "Do you know Shah Rukh Khan? Do you know Amitabh Bachchan?" And it's really nice to relate with those things.
Yeah, we were in the Milad Tower. I was there. He wasn't, and the group of kids from school, primary school, came to me and started following me around, like I'm a famous person, like a rock star or something. And they were asking me questions in English. And
when you're just walking in the street, looking at something, people are like, "Hi, where are you from? Do you like it here? Welcome, blah, blah, blah." They want to know things. And there was this one girl, she was like, "Ah, where are you from, blah, blah." And then she said, "Look, this is my sister. She's very fat." And I was like, okay, what the fuck, you're getting very familiar. I like it. Or just like people on the metro, just, let's stay in touch, give me your telephone number. And they're like, okay, let's do it.
Look at my scarf. Yes, of course.
When we arrived in Tehran, it was quite late, and Parisa came to pick us up from the way, and we were invited to their friends for a gathering, and we were watching a game between Iran and Poland. It was the volleyball championship, and the game was really, really nice because they were counting in Polish, raz, dwa, trzy, and everybody were shouting.
Raz, dwa, trzy.
I think it was the only one meeting in all over the world when Iranian and Polish were
could
watching.
Watch this
yes,
thing
could
together.
watch this
Yeah.
together, and there was no fight. It was like friendship.
And we lost 3-1. It was all sides' fault. Say that again.
No, it's because we came here.
I don't really trust the media to give me images of other places. I'm very glad that everybody's helping me all the time, so he is charging my phone now. Yeah, and I don't trust this, and I want to find out for myself.
My trip in Iran the first time, it was, let me say, eye-opening, yeah, because it was a wonderful experience with amazing people that came to you with lots of love. So I was surprised, and I thought that I have to come back. So this is why I'm here again.
Never felt so welcome at a place like here. So people are so helpful and so friendly and real interested in you.
Us Slovenians are a little bit, let's say, closed, like personally closed. It's harder to, not harder, but it takes more time to know some other people that it's not your friend, it's that you don't know.
Yeah, and we're not used to inviting people at home just like that.
Yeah.
You know. It's not our culture. It's strange to us, maybe.
It's not common, you know. We invite our friends to our house and have dinner, and people are warm in their heart. I like that.
And they show it. That's the
And
whole
they show
point.
I like this number. It's very
What is it?
beautiful. It's
What's
like
the number?
It's 5. It's
5,
I think.
2, 5.
Like heart, you know? It looks like heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, kindness. One of the best people all over the world. Very kind, very hospitable. So, we should maybe trust them more and make very good things with Iranians. And make free this country.
Today when I was on the roof of Tehran and I saw how huge is it, yes, I was very impressed. And I really like the people here, how they are living and how they are fighting for themselves.
The way people get treated here from the government and from the foreign influence is not really fair, but I think Iran has a great potential to become a really successful country, I think, in the world, and a very important country.
After a while, once you get to know it a little bit, and you know the nice people, then it's starting to get really interesting.
All in all, I've been traveling for approximately 15 months by now, and I go from places to places.
On the whole planet, hotels are pretty much the same. They all have the same standards, and when you stay in a hotel, you are like in a bubble and you are not in touch with the country you're in. But when you stay at people's homes and you are in the kitchen and you're cooking together and you're talking, it's just completely different, and you really get a feel for a country and for living in this country.
We have apples, pears,
a lot of potatoes.
We have also tomatoes, but they taste a bit different. Like, it doesn't taste like tomato actually.
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
They are usually, for example, tomatoes. They are not so red. They are
Orange.
Orange.
And if you cut it and do it like this, it's transparent.
I'm preparing a dessert, strawberries with cream.
You will see. By hand. It's called a hand job.
سیب یه دونه واسه پوتاتو یه دونه دو تا سه تا برای پوست بچنم
Yeah, one.
کافیه؟
we are doing placki ziemniaczane. It's something traditional from Poland.
It's something that we cannot translate to English because we
It's
don't know
like
this word.
potato pancakes.
Yeah, I can flip them like this. So, that's me.
This flour is maybe different than because it's for sweet, you know, for sweet things. So let's hope for the best. Let's pray.
Pray for bread.
Pray for bread.
Okay, because started to try 2 hours later.
Yes, but it's very funny because in every house the recipe for these pancakes is completely different.
Oh, we call it cutlet.
This is chicken masala, and I cooked it for the first time in my life.
This is.
Hope it tastes good, yeah? Kube.
ولی به جای اول کره انگشتاتم میخوردی.
I don't know what he said, but I think he liked it.
We will prepare some special Ukrainian dishes for our friends in Iran, and after that some traditions, you know, хороводы, songs, like New Year trees maybe. So
Maybe.
I think it will be a great party.
I was thinking I'm going to Iran, I'm going to sleep well. I'm going to New Year. I wasn't sure I was going to make it here, and I'm feeling it's going to be a good New Year.
Don't look at us.
So what do you want to buy?
Something to prepare Ukrainian traditional food.
دیگه آشی هست. آشی هست براش. اینجا
We traveled on the northern side, I don't like the Caspian Sea on this side, but we had to, and then on to Turkmenistan. Then we traveled in Central Asia, and we came back to Iran in October, I think. And then we came down through the Dasht-e Kavir. It was a wonderful time because it was the first time I was able to cross the desert. Then Yazd, Isfahan, to the south Shiraz. Then on to, I have to change the map. On to the south? And to the south, Bandar Abbas, to Keshem, and then on to Dubai. But yeah, this was the Iranian part.
No, but we actually called and met several Iranians in Canada. And
when we had booked the plane ticket, we knew we were coming.
Yeah.
So we said, okay, let's call all the Iranian friends we know in Montreal.
We were really excited about Iran, but then we met those Iranians and they were from Tehran, and probably they had never left Tehran. But we were asking them about, you know, can we go in this place? We want to go here, east, in the desert, east, Kurdistan. And they were saying, oh no.
It's very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. You cannot go there.
And next, we're going to Isfahan, Shiraz, and also in some tribal region like Chahar Mahar Bakhtiari and Lorestan. And then we'll also visit like harbor city Bandar Abbas, Chabahar, and also the cultural city of Balochistan, Iran Shah. And then go to Yazd, Kerman, and come back to Tehran again to join the Nowruz of Iran in March of 21 in Khorasan.
So today is Sizdabada, which means the 13th day of Nowruz. On this day everybody in Iran go out in park to have picnic.
Sizdabada is really great because people have fun, go out of the city, are in the nature, and there is quite a lot of tradition.
The green is symbolized for life, and you have to tie this and make a wish. And you?
Make a wish? I like the tradition of doing that. And at the end, you threw it on the river. But still we don't have a river, we threw it to the fountain.
1 week around Kesh,
Yeah.
just because it's so beautiful and it's like untouched nature. There's no one there. There's few villages, but no tourists.
You have a lots of interesting cultures that are still alive. Every part of Iran is different, and I'm sure that I can make a book just with Iran.
Even Iranians living abroad, even if they spent a big part of their lives in Iran, they're still scared of their own country.
You have only one life, so it's not just Argentina, your routine, your job, your study, and finish.
I had a very comfortable life in Holland, like everything I wanted, and then I thought this is getting really boring. So I decided to leave everything behind.
Crack your identity by learning and really be, everybody says, oh, I'm so open-minded, but for me, open-minded means really to perceive something, to store it in your body, and then to be different afterwards, and not just to go home and say, oh, I saw it, I'm the same again.
Worldview has changed so much in these last 2 years that I've only been on the road, and at the same time I made it a kind of experiment for myself to find out what I really, really need, because everything I need I have to carry around in my backpack. So I'm all the time trying to reduce the stuff that I'm carrying around, and to be able to to be happy without all this kind of luxury that we normally have.
It's the best way to challenge yourself and keep learning new things. I think that's what life is about, learning new things.
You get to know some people deeper, and if you know people deeper, they can change your life in a bigger probability than if you know them only on a surface.
Sometimes when you travel in other countries, you just see the surface. You don't see the inside of the city or the inside of the country. You really see what the people do and what their country is like, instead of seeing those architectural buildings or the big sites. You see more things than you can imagine.
You feel so much and see so much that your head is full of new ideas for your normal daily life.
It's like your family predict your destiny. You have to, grow up, study, find a job, get married, and have a children, and that's it. And it's not only that for me.
A simple choice could be coming to Iran. So the question of choice, our choice of coming to Central Asia and then Iran for like 4 months and a half, shouldn't we be working or
buying a house,
a
working, car? So we don't really, we don't fit into the sort of normal, I think you figured that out, but the sort of normal path that mostly everyone takes. So I guess a lot of our friends have taken the usual path, and it's very hard for people to understand, and a lot of them don't want to understand.
Because you are opening your head for new things, new people, and you are looking of everything with fresh eye. For many people, it's just normal things, and for you, it's something wow.
Are you happy?
I want to ride all over the world on motorbike, and that's my dream. And every morning I wake up, I feel that I am living my dream. It's like I just woke up from a deep dream. It's an amazing experience to live your dream. And before I started my travel, I was not sure about so many things. Tasting great. you want to taste after lemon? After I added lemon?
خوبه He likes it.
It's an inner journey, traveling, because you confront yourself all the time, or you're confronted to new situations in which you don't know how to react. And it makes you learn much more about who you are and maybe what you want. It definitely has changed the way I see what I want out of life.
Give to me.
This is Tehran.
Oh, we missed them. Oh, they passed. We missed them.
Okay,
oh my god. Oh,
did you just make that game up, or is it actually like a game?
I'm not sure. Is it an Iranian game that you at Nowruz, your whole family? No,
It's not about so much about seeing things, you know, as about just spending time and absorbing, you know, this moment that is happening.
Instant second that you will become a great friend.
Sometimes you are meeting people, you are, it's like kind of friendship, but this is true friendship. And I know I'm going somewhere abroad, and it doesn't matter if I'm going north, south, east, west. I know that I have a place and somebody is waiting for me.
It's some kind of learning by experience. I can learn much more than from books, and I have opportunity to check everything what I read before. I really like reading, so first I reading and then I checking that.
It is kind of really huge coincide that Monika also arrived in the same night to Tehran, and we met together, and it's very magic, crazy.
Spotkałam jakichś znajomych. Fuj.
Co jest komentowany? To był komentarz Tehranu. Fuj. Sam brud.
One CD. Second. And my dear, third CD. All of them with something like ethno music from Iran.
It's something I was always dreaming about. And when I saw it in the House of Art in Tehran, I just fell in love and decided to spend a lot of money. And this is just, I don't know how you call it in English. In Polish, it's Chinese.
And I believe that there is no coincide in life and in travel as well. That people we meet, they were designed to meet.
Traveling for me is not very much sightseeing, but meeting people.
Getting to know a lot of characters, a lot of thoughts that people have, and learning about how they're thinking, their views of the world, their joys, wishes, you know, just getting a lot of that communication that you can't really get in any other way.
Today we're at a video movie watching gathering, and we're gonna watch Final Cut. So this is a kind of a memorial night for Robin Williams.
ایرانی تو کار ایرانی
باشه رشته مخصوص تهران.
Okay, I don't know.
تهران.
Tehmani, Tehran,
It's okay.
Znowu wiesz, napiszemy to parę godzin wcześniej.
عین بارون عین برف که از فکر سر میده سخت ساکن بی حرف نمیستم عین روزهای غم که پاهای هم میرسم نیست دور از دست های من حس جاری شدم
What's the name of this?
Bursi is a very beautiful invitation of Iranian
Yes,
citizens.
it's
It's okay. Iranian citizens are very smart.
I'm with Mahmoud John.
John. Mahmoud John.
Mahmoud John.
Oh, you give my turn?
But in Iran, family is very important, which is very good and very. You should keep this culture.
Is this area also the south of the house? So you put the plants.
Yes.
It's milk or
It's yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yogurt, yes.
Yogurt with rice, right?
With water.
Oh, water.
Yes.
So excited.
看起来好好吃哦。
哎，我们两个拍一张，一边一边这样子。Could you please take a picture?
Oh, this is also the old picture.
정말 아하. Iraji Hashemi.
Who is Iraji Hashemi?
Oh, and your father? Iraji
Persian. I forgot.
13 فروردین
13 فروردین
13 بدر
13 پدر
13 پدر
1, 2, 3
13 پدر
13 پدر
En een خیلی سخته. خیلی گرمه، خیلی سرده. کوچیک، بزرگ. اینجا، اونجا.
Apti. Salam Apti.
اتوب دارم الکلی سرکو سفیدو
ببخشید.
شبسه میکنم زمین هوا میره میبینید تا کجا میره
Iran is gaily goo. Gooey? I don't remember. Gaily goo.
And we traveled together in Iran before. So I was here in 2007 because we did this big trip on a motorbike. We wrote a book about it, which is called Girls, Muslims, Motorbikes. And we traveled for 7 months through lots of countries, almost to the border with China. And we were then for 6 weeks, or maybe a bit more, we were in Iran. Twice.
I'm so glad you're here. Actually, I'm quite glad I'm here too. I only came because I was so jealous that you were here.
I know. She's the writer, I'm the photographer mainly, and the graphic designer. Yeah, lots of it are pictures from the trip that we made. So we were on motorbikes. I'm looking for, there's one picture here that we made in Iran. Yes, which is the one. Where is it? That's Mashhad. That's Mashhad. This one. It was a cold day, so we look a bit funny with the clothes against the cold. But we traveled like this through Iran, and we decided to make a book about it for the most important reason is that in Europe people have a very wrong idea of countries like Iran, because if we hear something about Iran in the news, we always hear bad things. We hear things about politics, we hear things about Islam that are very frightening, and people think Iran is this strange, scary country. But what you never hear is what do normal Iranian people like us, like you do on a Tuesday afternoon. And we wanted to travel and to meet these people and to tell these stories of everyday life so that people in Europe would realize that in every country people are just people. This is the proof that Gaia was here. She always leaves a little boat wherever she drinks a coffee. And I will put it, what I hide? Where do you want it? You put it here.
All countries and buildings built by people. So it means that I was really, really impressed by people.
I think it's always very different between the governments and the people. The people are something just completely different.
And it's too bad that our countries are so much at a war with each other. You know what I mean? Because the people are not. If they just ask the common people, they would like each other. You know, because like governments, they have their own political agenda. You know what I mean? Which we don't have anything to do with.
I had just good and positive experience in Armenia and Azerbaijan also. But they hate each other so much. Why? Because somebody put in their head some stupid ideas. It's the same. So when you can see a situation like this, you can compare it with your situation from your home. And you say, man, but so this Armenian and these other guys, all of them are nice people, but they hate each other. This should mean that Romanian and Hungarian people also are nice people, but they hate each other just because some politician taught them like this.
It's connecting people from all over the world, and we can see that we are all the same.
We suffer the same, we love the same in similar ways. So the world sort of becomes smaller for you, in a good way, smaller. You connect with different cultures, different people, different characters, and it's kind of an answer, I think, for the future of how people can get better. I mean, how the world can get better.
Some people go to India to find themselves. I was planning, well, I found myself a couple of times, but I really wanted to have all the time in the world to finally get some writing and finally get myself better. I noticed already the first week, I noticed how much time I spent on seeing the city, meeting the people, and that is nothing different than in Holland.
Whatever the political situation or the image we get from the media, or you meet people with same interests and same, yeah, it's beautiful. It's just something I will remember for forever.
It's good to get over it and to realize that we're all just human and that we have much more in common than that there are things that separate us.
I was totally into it to go to Iran. Before that I thought it's dangerous, that you can get harm on the street, that somebody will take advantage of you and everything bad, you know.
Yeah, I was scared. Freest life that I've ever had, with the least fears and worries and everything, and just
people are afraid of the other country, and me on my motorbike when I'm crossing borders, I can see this fear in people. I want to take out this fear off, you know. Traveling, you know, helps you to relate to people and also to tell them that world is a better place to live. It's only your subconscious thought that, you know, there are so many bad things or so many bad people, but it's not exactly how it is. The world is always a better place to live. It's how you think and how you react. That's what I feel. Because when I told them, like, I crossed Iran, I crossed Turkey, people were really surprised and they asked, like, was it safe traveling in Iran? Of course it is safe. There are people like us, there are human beings like us.
I can almost say I lived in Iran for a month, and then better than traveled in Iran.
I think Iran is somewhere which inspired me a lot.
First time when I've been to Iran and I was making my project, it was very, very different. That time it was just a small idea, it was just my own curiosity maybe about different cultures, because I was visiting new countries for me at that time, 4 years ago, of course. I was not thinking that I'm going to do a big project. I was just like, oh, I'm going to travel in Iran and maybe I make some pictures, or maybe not. I will see what will happen. And it was nothing serious. After the project went popular. I invested everything in this. I'm working every day, non-stop. It became my life.
And this project changed her life, changed her as a person. And I really love that she discovered her meaning, her mission. I have some friends that they are kidding back home because Mihaela became very, very famous, and now they are saying to me, you know, from now on you are not Stefan anymore, you are the husband of Mihaela.
Because this fish there in the story was just going, keep going, whatever happens, bad happens also, I think it's for you. Whatever happens, you should just, how to say, keep going and move. To do something for the other people who are afraid or something. So after you, they won't be afraid anymore.
Assalamu alaikum, Parinas. The friend with me, he said, why don't you tag along? Let's see something new.
Knowing many people from all over the world, you know, like really we doesn't know until 10 minutes before we doesn't know each other. So now we are together in the same table. So
that's it. We're going now.
It's a Halloween night. So party!
Please, Parinas. I felt that I was so stiff and serious, so I want to do something fun, and say goodbye to you like this. Hopefully you won't have that new movie. It's hard to get lost in this country.
Okay.
Bye, Parinas.
Bye.
So we're still on the road and we heard that your birthday is coming.
Very, very big happy birthday, Tajé. Happy birthday,
Parinas! Hello, Parinas. That's me, Monica. Happy birthday! Soon celebrate your birthday.
We love you. Yeah, we do.
See you and happy
My dear Parinas,
birthday.
all the best for your birthday from Heidelberg in Germany.